Are you intrigued by the power struggles of the gods? Hera, the majestic queen of the gods, ruled over Mount Olympus with an iron fist. In this video, apart from Hera's true nature, we'll also explore some of her most powerful artifacts and how they are used in myths to showcase her vengeful side. Let's get started. Hera, the wife to Zeus, the king of the gods, commanded respect and instilled awe. Her presence radiated power. Hera was the goddess of marriage, women, childbirth, and family. Yet beneath her regal bearing simmered a fiery temper. Hera was known for her vengeful nature, particularly when it came to rivals and those who crossed her. Hera's origins were steeped in turmoil. She was the daughter of Cronus and Rhea, powerful titans who ruled the cosmos. Zeus eventually grew powerful enough to challenge his father, forcing Cronus to regurgitate his siblings, including Hera. This turbulent history shaped Hera's character, instilling in her a deep sense of justice and a fierce protectiveness of her family and her position. Hera possessed several powerful artifacts, each imbued with divine energy and symbolic of her dominion. These artifacts were not mere trinkets, they were extensions of her will, potent instruments through which she exerted her power and influence over both gods and mortals. The diadem, a crown of dazzling brilliance, was a symbol of Hera's status as queen of the gods. It represented her authority and power over the Olympian court. When Hera donned the diadem, her presence commanded respect and obedience. The diadem also served as a reminder of her rightful place beside Zeus, a constant assertion of her power and influence. Her lotus-tipped scepter, a symbol of fertility and abundance, represented Hera's dominion over marriage, women, and childbirth. The lotus flower, emerging pristine from muddy waters, symbolized purity and rebirth. The scepter was often depicted adorned with blooming lotuses, representing Hera's role as a protector of women and a bringer of life. The peacock, with its iridescent plumage and proud bearing, was Hera's sacred bird. It symbolized beauty, pride, and immortality. The peacock's tail feathers, with their intricate patterns and vibrant colors, were said to represent the vault of heaven and the eyes of the stars. Legend has it that Hera created the peacock from the 100 eyes of Argus Panoptes, a giant tasked with guarding Io, one of Zeus's lovers. The cuckoo, a bird known for its distinctive call and its habit of laying its eggs in the nests of other birds, was also associated with Hera. While the cuckoo might seem an unlikely symbol for the goddess of marriage, it represented the complexities and contradictions inherent in Hera's nature. The cuckoo's call was believed to herald the arrival of spring, a time of renewal and fertility, connecting it to Hera's role as a protector of marriage and childbirth. However, the cuckoo's parasitic breeding habits also alluded to the darker aspects of Hera's personality, her jealousy, and her tendency to interfere in the lives of others. One of the most enduring tales of Hera's wrath is the story of Io, a beautiful priestess who caught the eye of Zeus. To conceal his infidelity from Hera, Zeus transformed Io into a white heifer. However, Hera, suspicious of her husband's actions, demanded the heifer as a gift. Unable to refuse, Zeus reluctantly handed over Io, now trapped in animal form. Unconvinced by Zeus's claims, Hera tasked Argus Panoptes, a giant with 100 eyes, to guard Io. Argus, with his ever-watchful gaze, ensured that Zeus could not approach his former lover. Day and night, Argus kept watch, his numerous eyes taking turns to blink, ensuring that Io remained under constant surveillance. Zeus, moved by Io's plight and determined to free her from Hera's clutches, dispatched his son Hermes to deal with Argus. Hermes, the cunning messenger god, lulled Argus to sleep with a mesmerizing tale played on his panpipes. Once the giant slumbered, Hermes swiftly slew him, freeing Io from her vigilant captor. Hera, enraged by Hermes' actions, scattered Argus's 100 eyes across the tail feathers of the peacock, forever immortalizing the giant who had served her so faithfully. As for Io, her ordeal was far from over. Hera, in her relentless fury, sent a gadfly to torment the heifer, driving her across the world in a frenzy of pain and terror. Io's wanderings took her across vast distances from Greece to Egypt, her journey filled with hardship and suffering. The transformation of Io into a cow and her subsequent torment became a testament to the enduring power of Hera's wrath and her unwavering determination to punish those who crossed her. Heracles' trials were marked by a god's wrath. Hera's vengeful nature extended even to the children of Zeus's affairs. Heracles, arguably the greatest hero of Greek mythology, was born from Zeus's union with Alcmene, a mortal queen. Hera's hatred for Heracles knew no bounds, and she relentlessly persecuted him throughout his life. From his birth, Heracles became a target of Hera's wrath. Enraged by Zeus's infidelity, Hera delayed Heracles' birth, allowing another child, Eurystheus, to be born first and usurp Heracles' rightful place as king. Later, she sent 2 serpents to strangle Heracles in his crib, but the infant hero, displaying his superhuman strength, strangled the serpents instead. Hera's persecution continued into Heracles' adulthood. Driven mad by Hera, Heracles killed his own wife and children in a fit of blind rage. Upon regaining his sanity, Heracles was overwhelmed with guilt and sought atonement for his terrible deeds. This led him to King Eurystheus, who, manipulated by Hera, assigned Heracles 12 seemingly impossible tasks known as the 12 labors of Heracles. The labors were designed to be insurmountable, each task more perilous than the last. Heracles faced deadly beasts, monstrous creatures, and seemingly impossible challenges, all orchestrated by Hera's machinations. Yet Heracles, with his incredible strength, courage, and resourcefulness, overcame each obstacle, fulfilling the prophecies surrounding his birth. Hera's relentless persecution only served to strengthen Heracles' resolve, forging him into the legendary hero he became. Despite the hardships she inflicted upon him, Heracles, through his resilience and unwavering spirit, defied Hera's attempts to break him, proving that even the wrath of a god could be overcome. Ixion's punishment was a tale bound by deception. Ixion, a king of the Lapiths, was a man consumed by ambition and lust. Driven by his desires, he committed a series of heinous acts that ultimately incurred the wrath of both gods and men. Ixion's downfall began with the murder of his father-in-law, a crime that marked him as an oath-breaker and earned him the scorn of all Greece. Seeking to cleanse himself of his sins, Ixion appealed to Zeus for purification. Zeus, known for his mercy, took pity on Ixion and welcomed him to Olympus. However, Ixion, blinded by his arrogance and lust, repaid Zeus's kindness with treachery. He dared to lust after Hera, the queen of the gods, his heart consumed by an illicit desire. Hera, aware of Ixion's treacherous intentions, informed Zeus of his transgression. Zeus, angered by Ixion's betrayal of his hospitality and his disrespect towards his wife, devised a fitting punishment. He fashioned a cloud in the image of Hera, known as Nephili, and tricked Ixion into coupling with it. From this union, the monstrous centaurs were born, forever a testament to Ixion's hubris. As for Ixion, Zeus condemned him to an eternity of torment. He was bound to a fiery wheel that spun ceaselessly through the heavens, his cries of agony echoing through the underworld. Ixion's punishment served as a stark reminder that even the gods were not to be trifled with, and that betrayal and disrespect, especially towards the Queen of Olympus, would be met with swift and terrible retribution. In the myth of the Gigantomachy, Hera plays a crucial role alongside the other Olympian gods in their battle against the giants. Although the specifics of her scepter being used to trap the giants are not detailed, her involvement in this epic conflict showcases her strength and influence. The scepter could be interpreted as a symbol of her power during this battle, representing her ability to command the forces of the gods against their enemies. In the Judgement of Paris, Hera offers Paris power if he chooses her as the fairest goddess. When he selects Aphrodite instead, Hera's wrath is ignited, leading her to support the Greeks during the Trojan War. The peacock symbolizes her beauty and pride, which she uses to assert her influence in this conflict, showcasing her vengeful nature against those who slight her. Hera is a goddess of immense power and complexity, embodying both nurturing and vengeful qualities. Her artifacts, from the diadem to the lotus-tipped scepter, serve as symbols of her authority and the lengths she will go to protect her honor and marriage. Through her actions in various myths, we see how Hera's vengeful nature often leads to dramatic consequences for both gods and mortals alike. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this exploration of Hera's artifacts and her vengeful nature, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more mythological content. What do you think of Hera's character? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world of mythology.